Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So we are in Summerville, Georgia to check out a downhill park called Jarrod's Place.
See if I'm what?
This place is in the middle of nowhere, Georgia. We were going to Chattanooga and we needed a place in between Chattanooga and Birmingham, and this was it. So kind of a lay of the land here. So here's the parking lot. We're going to take the biking trail that takes you over to the pickup all the way over here for the shuttle that's going to be up the hill. So I'll kind of give you a little bit of a flavor as to how to get over there, what it looks like, and what to expect when you go to Jarrod. So like I said, just a small little bike trail, beginner bike trail, taking you over to where you get picked up with the shuttle. So Jarrod's Place is a spot that we weren't sure if we were going to have Lexi and my wife join us. In hindsight, it probably was a good thing they didn't. So just arrived at the pickup location for the shuttle. So this is kind of the setup. You've got the benches on the back of the truck and the typical bike trailer behind that as well. So we are going to go load up. Now, Mike is pushing my bike, so I can hang up his e-bike because his e-bike is a little heavy. Hop on this here trailer, truck and trailer.
No, I gotta wait for the next one.
I got him. It's not a bad drive.
And we are going to go up the hill. So here's the road that takes you up to the top. That orange trail right there to the left is actually a climbing trail. So if you have got the e-bikes, then you can definitely do that as well. Pretty steep sections as you're driving up the hill on the shuttle. But we obviously took the shuttle because we were going to only be here for about 3 to 4 hours because this was just a pit stop on the way down to Birmingham.
Here, just hold this.
So when you get to the top, you unload and you pretty much have a spot where you can go up and climb more or go down and flow down. I had to get a shot of this as this truck went down the road because it was pretty steep going down as well. And when you get to this section, it has an amazing view of the area. Look at that. Got the Jarrod's flags up. You could take a couple of cool pictures, which we obviously did, to see some of the scenery. So, all right, so we're gonna head up Double Green, right, Micah?
Yep.
Looks pretty good.
It looks mint.
All right, when you turn around, look at this view. Look at that. Hello, Georgia. It's Georgia's. Georgia's in Georgia. Nice. Oh, there's, looks like right down there. Cool. So the way it's set up, if you follow my mouse, we're going to go down and flow up, and then you go back up the hill. Or you can take this orange trail and go up to the upper part of the mountain. And there's a couple of black diamonds as well, which we didn't do because we didn't have enough time. Or you could take a road over and over to some double black. And I actually did the blue number 9 trail right there. So this is going to be our first green trail. So folks, this is the beginner trail called Double Green. When you watch this, some might say it seems a little bit more advanced than a green trail. Anybody, I feel like, can go down this. So once again, could Lexi and Neely, my wife, go down this? Yes, they could have. Would they have had a lot of fun? Probably not. If you look on the left or the right of some of these sections, like right there, they've got bigger jumps that you could take if you want to. Otherwise, you take the easier line. The reason why I don't think they would like it as much is because you've got to send it pretty good to make some of these jumps, so they could be going pretty slow while you've got someone behind them getting a little steezy and trying to make some of these jumps, and it might make them a little uncomfortable. So Double Green was pretty fun. Right up here, it's kind of funny. They've got like a mini whoop section like what you see on a supercross track to slow you down. This is actually the road that takes you up the hill on the shuttle. That's my 4-stroke sound effect here. But to the right there, you've got some bigger doubles. Left, smaller doubles. Pretty good bowl turns. These jumps are built very, very well. Hindsight, I'll be honest with you. If you would have asked me before I watched this video, I would have said, yeah, you know, it'd be cool to go back to Jarrod's. After watching my video of my ride, it really makes me want to go back and check out Jarrod's. So right up here, we're going to get a little break. We're at crosses the road one more time. Wait for Micah. And we're going to go back down. The last part of double green. Chicane right here. That's a big one. Should have went for it. There's a little step down right here. Another. So that is double green. When you're done with the bottom of the trails, there's a small little trail like this that you take back down to the shuttle pickup. And bada bing, bada boom, hey! It's time to shuttle back to the top, baby. So this is the other beginner trail called Simple Green, which I would say in Indiana terms, where we're from, this would probably be considered an intermediate trail, but here it's a green. The girls would absolutely hate this trail. It was alright. We did it once to say we did it, but not so sure it'd be something I'd want to go back and do a bunch. But this is honestly a good option on getting someone more accustomed to doing, to going down less of a flow trail with jumps and just more of a kind of a rocky technical section. 1776 is the intermediate blue trail that's kind of like this but more advanced. So once again, it's all about progression and nothing wrong with this trail, but for me, probably just wouldn't and didn't do it again. There we go. Back to the. So actually, we're heading back to the parking lot to meet up with the girls. No, actually, we just went back for a break. So they've got the shed here. They've got some some snacks, some drinks, even we can get some merch, some food. So back to the top. Air Supply. This is the Black Diamond jump trail, and this one is fun. Looking back, I wish I would have tried to send it just a little bit more, because a lot of these jumps, I'm just barely casing it. So if I would have went for it at the beginning of the trail, I would have made a lot of these jumps. For those of you who haven't ridden a lot of these flow type trails, the builders are very good at building the slope of the trail to where if you just roll down it and do not touch your brakes, it'll help you carry the speed needed to do the jumps. So you don't under jump it or over jump it. I was hitting my brakes a little bit too much, and obviously I'm not hitting it. Now this one right here, not this one. This one right here, this is the big one right here. But I feel pretty confident that some of the other ones, here's a little road jump right here that if you carry your speed right there, you can make. I don't think that one's too big, but things sometimes look a lot easier on the old GoPro. So okay, so right here you turn left, and that's where you go to Air Supply to finish it off. You turn right, it takes you to Senior Discount, which is another intermediate blue jump trail. This is more of the style of jump trail that I felt very comfortable sending it on all the jumps. I think I make every one of them except for the last one. I kind of case that one a little bit. But this one was fun. Once again, these jumps are built very, very good. I think I might case this one too. Case shot. Get some speed though. Yeah, that's the big one right there. So if you look to the right, there is a way. It'll be on the next one that we go down. So after senior discount, here is the drop zone that you can do with some of the drops. Kind of cool. All right, so back to the top. Now I'm going to cut across, and I'm going to do 1776. This is the intermediate kind of chunky, technical rock trail that you can do sort of on the other side of the mountain, away from some of the other flow runs. Not bad. It was fun. But once again, if I'm going to a downhill park, I want to do some jumps. And here's 1776. Couple of doubles there. Didn't know they were coming, so didn't send them.
Not bad.
All right, back to the top for some double green action. So we did double green a lot. Probably double green and senior discount. I'll show you how you can loop in double green with a senior discount, because senior discount is a little bit farther down on the mountain. You can't hit senior discount right at the start of where the shuttle drops you off. What would I say about Jarrod's place? Like I said at the beginning of this, watching this makes me want to go back and ride it. Would I drive all the way from Indianapolis to Summerville, Georgia just for Jarrod's place? Probably not. If I'm going south, am I going to loop it into a trip? 100%. If I go to Birmingham, I might very well loop this in, hit up Chattanooga, then Jarrod's place, and then do Birmingham as well. Super fun, rad place. We really enjoyed it, and we only spent about 3 or 4 hours here. We just had to check it out and get back on the road and head down to Birmingham. Make it a destination. So we're going to hang a left right here, and then we'll take you to senior discount, and we're going to end the video with Micah sending us down senior discount, kind of doing some of the jumps on the old Midnight, on the old e-bike. Not doing too bad of a job. There we go. Makes me kind of wonder as I'm sitting here watching this what some of the black diamond and double black diamond chunk and technical trails are like up the mountain. I bet they've got some good rides there too. So you'll definitely be able to spend a full day, probably even 2 days here potentially. I think the elevation, please do not quote me on this, is about 800 feet. 800 to 1,000 feet, which I think is pretty similar to what you have at, I think Canoga, I think is 700 or 800 feet. Down by Brevard in Hendersonville, North Carolina. But hey guys, thanks for riding along. This is the trail that takes you back to the parking lot. So we're gonna ride this back. There's the parking lot, and looky there, the girls actually found a nail salon on a Sunday to get their nails done while the boys went riding on their trip down to Birmingham. So there we go.
You would have hated it.
She would have liked it. We loved it. Thanks for riding along, and peace out, suckers.